Letterz, brought to you by E3 Spark Plugs, born to burn.
Hey, welcome to Letterz. Now before I get to your letters, there's a couple things I want to talk about first. You probably have noticed there's a new guitar over there on the wall. That's a custom painted guitar from the guys at Milestone Paint and Body in Tennessee. They made that just for us. It's a Motorz Craftsman Sears guitar. So I wanted to thank you guys, Jacob Miles and crew. Nice job. And of course, if you're on Facebook, please like our page at facebook.com/MotorzTV. And if you're on Twitter, follow us at Motorz. Now here's our first letter from Will. He writes in and says, "Hey Chris, I've got a 1977 GMC Sierra with a 350 small block that runs about 170 horsepower. What can I do to bump that number into the 300s? Well, Will, if your motor's healthy enough, you could probably add a forced induction system, such as a supercharger to the motor. But you need to check the motor to make sure it can handle adding that much power to it. You're asking for it to produce more than a third of the power that it's currently putting out, which is a fairly big deal for a 35-year-old motor, especially if the engine's internal parts are not engineered for that much of an increase." Now our next letter comes from Edward Mooney. He writes in and says, "Hey Chris, love the show." Thanks, Edward. "I have a 2009 Ford Mustang, and after watching your video on body kits, I put one on my car, but I still think the car needs more pop. What should I do?" Well, Edward, change up the wheels and tires if you haven't already. There's a lot of different options out there, and maybe you just need a fresh new combination. Now you can also look into getting a vehicle wrap or a custom paint job. A wrap might just be the way to go, since a partial can be a lot cheaper, and you can easily change it up every few years as your tastes change. You can refer to our vehicle wrap episode to find out more. And finally, Thomas Endicott writes in with a spark plug question. "Is it necessary to check the spacing before installing the plugs?" Well, Thomas, it depends on the vehicle and the type of spark plug used. The best thing to do is check the repair manual for your vehicle to find out if there's a specific gap size needed. If it doesn't list one, then the type of spark plug that you're installing just doesn't need to be gapped. There are also newer styles of spark plugs that don't need to be gapped at all, like our E3 spark plugs. Due to the design of the plug, there's actually no way you can possibly gap it even if you tried. And you can also find out more information about spark plugs by just watching our spark plug episode. I'd like to thank Thomas and everybody else for sending in your letters. You guys get free E3 spark plugs for your ride. Now to learn more about their Diamond Fire technology or to see if they're available for your vehicle, just head on over to e3sparkplugs.com.